Anyone who's interested in making money knows that the banks make the most money. So anytime there's an opportunity for you to become the bank, it's usually a great opportunity to earn. In today's video, we're going to be talking about exactly how you can do that, how you can become the bank using NFTs as collateral, give out loans, make interest, and potentially even collect on that collateral if the loans don't get paid back. My name's Kyler, and you're watching BitRush Crypto. For those of you new around here, go ahead and sub to the channel, bell on to be notified as we drop videos every single week on cryptocurrency, trading, NFTs, Web3, all that good stuff. If you're interested in any of it, make sure you're sub, bell on to be notified as those videos drop. If you are enjoying the content, also make sure you tap on that thumbs up button, as it does help me get my videos out to more people just like you. We've also recently started a cryptocurrency Discord chat, and I'm giving lifetime VIP access to the first 50 members who join up. That'll be linked in the description below. All you got to do is join, and I'll go ahead and give you the special access. Everyone else who joins after that, you'll still be able to chat with us in general. You just won't have access to all the special extras that I'm going to be providing here very, very soon. Without further ado, let's get into today's video, which is about borrowing and lending against NFTs using the platform NFT Fi. Alright, so as I mentioned a second ago, the video today is going to be covering the platform NFT Fi. You guys can find it at nftfi.com. And when we come here, we do see use your NFTs to get a loan. Use your NFT as collateral to borrow crypto from lenders, repay your loan, and get your NFT back. So obviously this platform does work both ways. You can put up your NFT as collateral and go ahead and get a loan against your NFT. And you can also be the one that gives out the loans of cryptocurrency against an NFT as collateral. Personally, I'm not really into putting up my assets that I'm collecting, especially NFTs, that I think are going to have value in the future, because potentially you're losing a lot. Most of these that I've done research on is you're actually not getting the floor value. They're usually giving like 70 to 80% of the floor value as a loan, plus you have to pay interest on it. So there's only like one good scenario I can think of possibly that you would want to give get a loan, on your NFT. So the one scenario I can think of that I would possibly consider doing it is, maybe you need to pay a bill and you don't have the money on you right now. You have some collateral tied up in an NFT, and while we're in the bear market, you don't want to sell it and get the very bottom floor value, but you still need that money to pay for some of your bills. Now, maybe you have monthly income or biweekly income or whatever it is where you're going to get that money back here soon, and you just need to cover it for a couple weeks. You take the loan, pay your bill, whatever it is, and then you're going to pay it back and get your NFT back. In that one single case scenario, something similar to that, I think it's reasonable to do. However, this is, the degen space. We see a lot of people out here, putting up NFTs as collateral to get loans and then investing in another NFT project, or trying to take some crazy trade, doing some sort of meme coin they think is going to pay off 1000x. And 9 out of 10 times, guys, those things aren't going to pay off for you, which is why we only invest money that we can afford to lose. So if you're putting up a serious asset, maybe like a CryptoPunk or a Bored Ape Yacht or even like a Doodles that we see here, I don't think that's a good idea unless you have a very high chance of being able to pay it back, because you're going to lose that asset for even cheaper than you could have just sold it for if you don't pay back the loan. So there is a lot of risk with this in terms of actually taking a loan against your asset. However, this is not financial advice. You guys do whatever you want with your money. If you want to put up your NFTs as a loan, go ahead and do it. But for me, the main thing I'm interested in this platform is actually the other side of that, which is what we talked about in the intro, is becoming the bank and giving a loan on NFTs. So let's go ahead over to here and just click on see how it works. And they do have a good infographic here. They have some videos too. So if you guys come over here, you want to just watch the videos, and they do a good job explaining everything. Obviously, I'm not going to play them during my video, but we have the borrower list the NFT. multiple lenders, so those are people like me or you who want to go ahead and lend some money for that NFT as collateral, we can give them offers. We can choose the amount of time, the amount of interest, the amount of money that we're actually going to put up and give them a loan on that asset for. And the other thing is you can choose what currency you're actually loaning them. So it could be like Ethereum, it could be DAI, it could be USDC. So there's a bunch of different coins that you're able to lend in. The next thing is if you are the person who's putting up your NFT as collateral, what you can do is you can choose through all the different offers. So it's kind of like getting a credit card offer, right? You might get like 4 or 5 credit card offers in the mail, and you're going to see which one has the best rates, the best rewards, whatever, and pick that one. So same thing here. You're able to choose through those offers of the lenders and decide which one you want to accept, if any. Obviously, you don't have to accept any of them. So if there's not a good offer, you don't need to take it. But you choose the lender and the terms and all of that based on what they give you as an offer. Then what we have is either you repay the loan and you get your NFT back, so you're going to repay it with interest. As you see in the example here, it's $100 and you pay it back $105. In this case, if you were the lender, we made that 5%, which is pretty good. So the stock market right now does on average like 10% a year. So if you could potentially do like a 30-day loan and make 5%, that's pretty good return on investment. The option 2 is they actually default and they don't pay back the loan, in which case you can close and take the collateral, which is the underlying asset or the NFT that they put up again. So a couple things here that I just want to mention is, make sure you guys do your research on the NFTs. Personally, I'm not going to be giving any loans on NFTs that don't have like an active market if there's not like, consistently people buying those things. The other thing is right now we are in the bear market, even though crypto is starting to pump a little bit, is that potentially the floor value could continue to drop on any one of these projects. So make sure it's a project that you think the floor value is going to remain pretty steadily over like a 30-day loan, or even potentially go up. So if we're taking a loan and we're giving them 70% of the floor value, but then the floor value drops even below and we get the asset, the actual other person made out better because you're only able to sell that for floor value unless it has some kind of special trade or whatever. So obviously there's a lot of moving pieces here. You guys kind of need to be familiar with the NFT market. I wouldn't suggest this for anyone to just kind of get into unless you are pretty familiar with buying and selling NFTs. You can do a little bit of research on the projects that you're going to loan against. You know what the floor values are. You know what the different special traits, the valuable traits are, and you're going to go ahead and research those NFTs and see what you could potentially get back for them and make sure you're not losing out. The other thing I want to mention here is, as the lender, you need to pay the fees. So you're going to have to pay the fees to send, the ETH or whatever the other coin is. You're also going to have to pay a fee to claim the NFT if they don't get it paid back. And so you need to calculate that fee. Right now, I think on Ethereum, it's probably like $10 per transaction. So you need to make sure you have that built into your cost. You're not just breaking even or potentially losing on this transaction. All right, so it goes through all the different process here. You're going to list an NFT. Usually you're going to be using MetaMask wallet, so you connect your wallet. You're going to customize your account, set the desired terms, and list your NFT. And here's some other frequent asked questions. How do I create an NFT Fi account? Why do collectors and artists love NFT Fi? Is NFT Fi safe to use? Then does NFT Fi charge a fee? So they do take 5% of the interest earned by the lender on the loans. In case the loan defaults, there is no fee. So they only make money when you pay back the fee, and they take 5% of the interest. So just keep that in mind. If you're taking, 5% on it, they're going to take 5% of your 5%. So if we come up to the top again, we have 3 subcategories here under get a loan. We have get a new loan, loans received, and offers received. So that's where you're going to check all of those different things. We're not going to be covering that today. I'm going to go into give a loan, and we'll go ahead and look at some of these collections and see what the other offers people have. You can also do private offers, and you can do a standing collection offer. So this is kind of cool, where you can make an offer on a collection as a whole. Like, say we knew we wanted to give offers only on Bored Ape Yacht Club, and we're going to go ahead and just set a standard offer on any Bored Ape. Obviously the Bored Apes vary quite a bit in the floor value of them depending on the traits. Different ones have different collectability and resale value. So that could potentially be a good move if you're, making a loan based on the floor value and you end up getting something much better than a floor ape. But you can do this on any of the collections that they have here. You can also check your offer sent and the loans given. So the other thing is, even though somebody may default on a loan, that they're gonna not automatically just send you that NFT. So you have to go in here and manually, click the button to collect that collateral. So you're going to need to keep track of all the different loans that you've given if you do decide to use this platform. So just keep that in mind. It isn't automatic. There is some, interaction on your end that you need to do. So let's go to give a new loan and we can browse some of these loans here. So a bunch of different things listed. Mainly what I would recommend is coming to the side here and seeing if any of these are collections that you would be interested in having. Obviously you can always sell them for floor value if there is a market for those NFTs, but ideally you're collecting NFTs that you would want to have in your collection so that, potentially you could hold them a little bit longer. Hopefully the NFT market does pump with the crypto market in the next 6 months to a year. But obviously this is not financial advice. That's just my strategy. If I'm going to do this, I'm only going to be giving loans on projects that I would actually want to keep for a little while, that I would be interested in having in my wallet. So yeah, that's that. We can go ahead and do a little bit of search here. So let's do Doodles, just because I saw Doodles on the home screen there. So we just go ahead and click it. And we can click multiple different collections, so we could browse all the different collections at once. Like say we wanted to do art blocks as well. So now we're going to see art blocks and Doodles. I'm going to uncheck that real quick just so we're just sticking to Doodles for right now. And we can just browse any one of these and see, would I want to put a loan on any one of these? Obviously, like these pickle and ice cream ones are probably going to have a high value, so they're going to want a lot for them. Let's click this one right here. They got the mohawk and the sunglasses. That one looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind owning that guy right there. And so what we can see here is the collection floor, and it's actually not showing. Normally it will tell you what the floor of this collection is. Obviously, if we want, we can just click through and go to OpenSea. I believe you can click through, but this actually looks like it's clicking through to NFT Fi as well. But we could just go manually to OpenSea and see what the floor value. Oh, here it is right here. So we view on OpenSea. We can see that the best offer on this is 1.9 wrapped Ethereum. So right now, there's an offer to buy this thing for 1.9. So that's good for you in two ways. One, they're probably not going to accept less than that. Potentially, maybe they would, because they're not trying to actually sell it. They just want the loan on it. But also that is probably the minimum that we could get right now for that. And usually those are collection offers as well. Maybe not. But if we go here to if we go here to the Doodles original collection, we can see that the lowest Doodle is at 2.099. So that offer was lower than the floor value. So good to just have that information here, guys. Then we also have a upshot valuation and an NFT bank valuation. So this is where they're going to take a look at the different traits that the NFT actually has and give you their valuation. Oftentimes, if it's something special, it's going to have a much higher valuation than the collection floor. So let's go ahead and go back to one of these like pickle ones or the ice cream. Let's click on the pickle one because I know that's a rare one. So right here, we know that the collection floor is under 2 ETH. And this one is go ahead and value NFT Bank's valuing it at 5.4 based on the fact that it is a little bit rare. It's the pickle with the beard and it's got the rainbow background. Upshot valuation is only 3.2. So you guys just have to, kind of take that in stride and figure out what your value is on it. Then we can see the list of all of the other lenders who are trying to place a loan on this NFT. So 1.8, which obviously is below the floor, like I mentioned. Usually you're not going to be able to get more than the floor value because at the very minimum, somebody wants to make a little bit of profit. So if you don't pay them back, in addition to the 120% APR and the 33% interest here, or 0.33% interest, they want to be able to sell that thing for at least 2-3 ETH and make a little bit on it. Okay, so that's essentially the breakdown of how this works. You can see here all the different information. If you guys want, just to go ahead and check like who the guy is that's giving the loan, or I'm putting up the NFT as collateral, how often they are borrowing and if they pay things back, so you can get a better idea on, will this person pay me back, or are they going to default and I'm going to end up with the NFT. So we can just go through here. I think they are in value from least to most. I'm not sure 100% on that, but I believe if we go further down, we're going to get like more rarer ones. So let's check this one right here. Yeah, so we have a evaluation on this one on 31 Ethereum. But still, you can see the best offer anyone's given them is 1.8. So if I'm a savvy collector and I know, like, I wouldn't mind having that in my wallet, the estimate value is between 10 and 31 ETH, that I might offer him a little bit more than the floor value because I'm not necessarily looking to just flip it if he defaults on his loan. Maybe I give him like 2.5 ETH. And at the worst case scenario, if I have to collect on this NFT, I have a top-notch Doodles NFT in my wallet right now after that. So, a lot of different strategies here. I'm going to cover two strategies that I'm considering. So I recently unstaked some of my Ethereum. My staked Ethereum only earns probably 3% APY. I kind of had it just locked up during the bear market, so I couldn't spend it on anything stupid and hopefully get back to a higher price on Ethereum before I cash out or do anything with it. But I decided after I saw this, I was going to unstake some Ethereum and start doing this because I do see the APR on these are very high, 120% versus the 3% I'm currently earning on my Ethereum. Worst case scenario, I get a really cool NFT because I'm not going to offer any loans on ones that I personally wouldn't want in my collection or I don't think would sell very quickly for floor value for some profit. But my two strategies that I'm considering right now are, one, taking a longer term loan. Like you could see, the duration on this loan is only 1 day. If I'm going to earn 120%, I would be willing to offer him 30, 60, 90 days on that. And then I'm potentially earning a lot on that loan. So when they do pay me back, I'm earning quite a bit on my loan, a good APY or APR, I guess this is. So that, you're actually earning a good interest rate over a longer period of time. Now, if I just wanted to collect the NFT, I would be doing a shorter duration like these guys are, where they're offering basically floor value. However, I might offer a little bit higher than this now that I know that it's a valuable NFT. If I'm just trying to basically get it by this guy defaulting, I might offer him a little bit more, but do it for a shorter period of time to entice him to take the loan from me and hope that he doesn't repay me. And I end up with a 10 Ethereum NFT for only, say, 2 Ethereum. So those are kind of my two strategies that I'm going to do. I haven't done this yet, so just full disclosure, I've never used this platform. I have no experience with it. I saw other people were doing this in one of the group chats I'm in. I decided to make a video on it because I'm going to start doing it myself. Maybe I'll do a follow-up here in the future, and I'll let you guys know how it went, if my strategies are working out, if I made any adjustments to my strategy, if I came up with different strategies. But just going into this, those are the two strategies I'm thinking, is a longer-term loan with a high APR or a shorter-term loan with a higher value on the actual loan, so that I could potentially get this if they default on the loan, collect on that NFT, that collateral, or on the longer term one, hopefully they pay me back. Worst case scenario is you take a longer term loan, like say 60 days, and they don't pay you back, and then you end up with the NFT. Hopefully it's still worth it for you. So there's going to be a lot of kind of like guesswork here on your end as the lender, and you're going to need to do your research and make sure, again, that there is, a market for the NFT you're giving a loan on. So worst case scenario, if you collect it and you don't want it in your wallet, that you're able to essentially sell that and make back that amount of Ethereum that you did loan out, plus some, to make it profitable. But that's basically it, guys. Let's go ahead and just browse through some of these other NFTs real quick. We have Unstoppable Domains, we have Art Blocks, we have Super Rare, we have Fluff World, Doodles, Known Origins, Wreck Guy, Killabears, a bunch of different ones here. We have Moonbirds. There are Bored Apes, so we can go ahead and do that. Let's do like Mutant Apes because they're a little bit cheaper. The Bored Apes are still pretty pricey, but let's go ahead to a Mutant Ape. And let's just click on this guy right here and just see. So the value here is 4 Ethereum. I believe the floor on these things are actually like 6 Ethereum. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, we have someone here offering 5. And let's just click through to OpenSea and see what the floor on this thing is. Yeah, 5.5 ETH is the floor on these guys. So 5.5 ETH. They have a pretty good market and resale value. So potentially you could gain, 1.5 Ethereum. This guy is valued approximately anywhere from 4 to 9. Obviously, no, the floor value is 5.5. So I would say probably 5.5 to almost 10 Ethereum. If we could give him a loan for, 5 Ethereum and end up collecting on it, that's a half of ETH right there just on selling it for floor value. If we believe it is worth more, potentially you could earn a little bit more. Maybe it's a great way for you to, increase the amount of Bored Apes or Mutant Apes in your actual collection. So a lot of different angles here that you guys could approach. Again, I'm not really going to be using this to get any loans on my NFTs. That's not a strategy I'm looking to employ at all. But it is something that I do think could be valuable to somebody. Again, if you need to pay a bill or something like that, you're going to be able to pay it back. I do think this is valuable in the terms of lending and earning these high percentages. There's a lot of degens out there that are willing to risk it all, in some kind of altcoin or some other NFT project, and potentially you could end up earning big. One thing I just thought of as I was making this video right now is you could actually maybe take a loan out on an NFT for a longer period of time. So actually, put your NFT up as collateral, use that to put up as collateral on some other NFTs in a shorter period of time, and either be able to collect those NFTs and sell them off for a profit. That might be a good way to just get started in this, that you actually take a loan for a longer period of time and offer shorter period of time loans that then you could either get them back and sell. So that's something I just thought of here that might be another example of a good use for this. But that's up to you guys. Obviously not financial advice. As always, only invest money that you can personally afford to lose. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. But I just wanted to bring this platform to your attention as it's something I'm looking into as a possible good earning opportunity on my Ethereum, especially while we are in the bear market. That's going to be everything for today's video. Again, guys, if you did enjoy it, go ahead and tap on that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing, bell on to be notified as future videos drop. If you really like this video, go ahead and share it with the group or on social media with some of your friends. Leave me a comment below or join up my Discord if you guys want to chat with me. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video.